versus Morgul.
Victory or death! Ah, I see you've brought guests.
Candle but slider.
Job done.
You so hate it. Candle but slider.
Job's done.
I am the bump in the night.
Alright, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? I'm so disappointed. So disappointed. I've been talking this whole time. I had a whole like bit I was talking about, and I was just saying it to myself, I guess. Thanks, Alray. Now I'm not even gonna use this game. Oh my goodness. Like I don't think I can put a game onto my YouTube where like the first half of it is just me saying literally nothing. But yeah. Wait a second. Am I too loud? Am I louder than usual? Do it in post? Nah, it's not worth that much. The game was hot too. That makes me sad. I know, yeah. It's brutal. It's brutal. Well, I guess I'll play this. Like the slack mile actually mattered there. That's like Like they ratted the astral recalled the Slagmaw. And then poop. My opponent has played a lot of Golganeth. I mean, if I'm not gonna, sorry guys, if I'm not gonna use this game, I don't have the time to play it out. I actually have to get done by like 10:50, so I have like an hour and a half to do all this. But yeah, it was a pretty spicy game, huh? Pound to do 3. Wasn't that a win? I'm not gonna repeat myself. I've already given you my reasoning. Do I keep from the depths? I feel like I don't know. I guess I'll keep it. Why not? Why not? Is this Totem Shaman? Totem Shaman would be a deck of all time. Hey, look at it go. Curses? Curses, you say?
Impressive.
Astonishing.
Wow.
Curses.
I will crush you.
Alright, we got ourselves a totem. Curses, you say? Well, there we go. You're here for the super short stream? Yeah, you are. What up, Doogie? But Garrosh, you can't cast Crush on a hero? That's true. That's true. Garrosh, I guess, is a big filthy liar. Ba-da-ba. Do you guys think Sharky is like a person, or do you think they're a bot that's been programmed to emote so that they look like a person? Ew. Well, that's gotta die. This feels really bad, but I can't just leave that up, so. There we go. Okay. If the totem goes to 4 mana, how would even Shaman be? I don't think it would be affected at this point. I wonder if it would even run it, like if Eyesore was 4 cost. I think if it went to 2, it would be a buff, but if it went to 4, I don't think it would run it anymore. It would just be a worse hit off of what you call it. Chat, do you have this on in a bigger size? Oh, we have the Finley now. So we can hunt for our discounted cards. This is active, so we get to definitely clear the board. Man, everything is so juiced right now. How did everything get so big? It's crazy. Uh-huh. Yeah. Well. There you go. Now that they've played their 0 mana totem, took all of their thought process to come up with that play. Right? Hello, King Plush. Have you seen Martian anywhere? He has been consumed. He has been consumed. Roping an even shaman turn like that is pretty funny. Why is Marshy short today? Marshy's always short. You just, you can't tell normally. And I don't think I want any of this not enough to hold off on the Finley. It's all whatever. Let's get that discounted stuff. Oh, and that's all it takes, I guess. Alright. By the by, do you have a favorite Warcraft character? If so, who is it? The Lich King? Like, it's always been a toss-up between the Lich King and Sylvanas, but, like Arthas Lich King. I guess Gul'dan's kind of up there for me these days. I like Garrosh, too. Yeah, I didn't realize how much I, appreciated Garrosh until he died in the Warcraft story. Like, I hated him while he was around, but like the story really fell off without him there. Like, he was important. Have I played the Funky Tavern Brawl? It's the Amalgam one, right? I've played it in the past. Yours is Illidan. I like Illidan too, especially after, like, it's one of the few times where a retcon has made me like a character more. Garrosh versus Patches. Enjoy your legend. Pom pom pom. This doesn't look like the right deck to play when you're short on time. This is my comfy deck. This is one of the things I was explaining while I was muted. This is like a very comfy content deck for me. I didn't concede the last game because I didn't think I could win it. I conceded it because my opponent wasn't in Legend. Do I keep Slagma? Because he's amazing. This is such a greedy keep. I won't do it. Got my Fiery War Axe. Here we go. Slagma still in the deck. Keck. Slagma is the best. Chat, earlier I was playing, like, the first game of this stream, I was muted for half the stream and didn't realize it. I wasn't even muted. It was like, every once in a while, OBS messes with my settings, and my Yeti isn't my default mic anymore. And so someone in chat has to point out to me that my thing is off. But anyways, I was up against a big shaman, and the ancestral whatever my Slagma out of my hand for me, and it totally mattered. Like, it allowed me to, like, clear things that I couldn't otherwise, and, you know, the game was going super well. But I can't have a game in my video where I don't talk for 10 minutes, you know what I mean? So I ended up conceding that one, just to move on once it had been pointed out to me. It's brutal. So anyways, there's a sick Slagma game that could have been, but didn't. And we'll never, ever, ever get to see it in this video. Is Slagma the chumbering worth playing in Control Warrior in Standard? Got one from PAX and never tried. I wouldn't know what's, you know, good in Standard Control Warrior. I have a pretty good grasp of what's playable in Wild Control Warrior, because we have things like Shield Shatter that Standard doesn't have. It Takes Two with Renee, when? What's It Takes Two? Is it a funny two-player game? Hi, Ceaseless Expanse. Marshy, the lost episodes when? Yeah. Oh? Opponent gets a dirty rat. Good for them. I hope they're pleased. I'm pleased. Setting out for the rat of all time. Slagma. It's a two-player platformer game. Has there been a good Mill Rogue recently? Has there been a good Mill Rogue ever? There's been a good Kingsbane Rogue that, you know, has Mill Rogue elements to it. But there's never been a good Mill Rogue deck. There's just, you know, it's just a thing people don't like to play against, as far as it having a reputation. I wish this thing wasn't on the board. It kind of sickens me. Should I do it? They're now going to overdraw their most important card. You'll see, chat. It'll all be worth it. It'll all be worth it. You know, that actually was a pretty good card to mill. It Takes Two is a funny two-player game that teaches you to cooperate with a partner in a game and IRL. Wow. That seems cool. Don't do it. Rude. Stop. That was for your hand. That was for your hand. Right. Wish I could have played that. Dane decks only work when Dane plays them. Oh, you're responding to the person above. I got recommended an old Dane Mill Rogue Cook, and it hit me. I haven't seen the deck in a long time. Dane decks only work when Dane plays them. Oh, there you go. Just a card. Man, we're already on turn 9. That's crazy. Chat, that's crazy. Oh, you know what? I don't have Bob in my deck. Maybe I should put Bob in. Seems like a Bob deck. This seems like a Bob deck to me. Chat, are you excited for my Slagma to go face? Rude. Pretty rude, if you ask me. Bob won the brawl. Bob did win the brawl. That's true. I should cut Soul Eater for Bob. It's true. My opponent should shuffle Soul Eater into my deck instead of Bob. Or the other way around. I'd much rather have a Bob than a Soul Eater. Do I just do it? I don't know. Bonk. I wonder if this deck should have 2 charges in it. You know what I mean? We have 2 charge recipients, and I can't follow them up with each other. Rude. As a Marshy fan, you hate to see it. Alright. Slagma has been gotten slag rid of. Whatever that means. If you copied slag there, it would have been an OTK. It's true. It's true. Oh no. See, this would be a great situation for Bob, right? Just get myself my own Sargeras and be great. Sure. I don't have a lot of faith in us winning this one at this point. Them having the Sargeras out is a little brutal. Rude. Chat, how do my opponents stay so rude? That's the real question. Oh, they still didn't do either of those? That's cool. I'm not sure what my plan is here. I think if they Reno, I'm like super dead, right? Even that is a little devastating. My plan is to Theotar something good. That is a plan. That's rude. Wish I could have played the Ox this turn. Guess I'll do this. Assuming Theotar is still in the deck. Why wouldn't it be? Ah, brutal. So wish I could play these two together. Alright, Ox, it's up to you. That's actually kind of good. If we end up getting to keep our stuff around. How have they made it this far into their deck and they haven't found their Reno yet? That's crazy. Oh, the Reno has been seen. They don't have one. Oh, alright. Alright. We never actually stalled them out long enough to win from here, do we? They still need to draw 6 cards? Nah, it's not happening. I'm 2 mana. 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 2 Add Bob in charge. You think I should? I think second charge would have to go in an ETC. If I was going to add Bob in an ETC, what would I cut? Everyone who suggests a card I love is getting banned. I guess it would be Slam, if anything. Slam goes really well with Blast Charge. Will you be reviewing the mini set? I intend to. Yeah, I don't know. Should cut Renathal. That's a good idea. I don't know. Cut Rat. I think that's a good idea. Rat's kind of duty. Alright, so Bob. Rip Golden Coin. Bond. Bob. ETC. Charge. Dirty Rat. Jaden. Boom. Is there a way to get Diamond ETC? I don't think there is. Mini set looks so boring so far. It's only parasitic mechanics that will never see support again. Well, that's as true as it is. I like some of the stuff I see. I'm not excited about it or anything else ever again, because if it ends up being good, it's getting nerfed. I don't care.
I must protect the wild.
Victory or death. I actually think the StarCraft mini set is the perfect place to have parasitic mechanics. The actual, like, I don't always like them, but this is the perfect place for it. Because if you want a, like, if you want to have a StarCraft theme deck without committing an entire year's worth of StarCraft support to StarCraft cards, making them have, like, top-down synergy with each other, making it essential to run all the StarCraft cards if you're going to run any of the StarCraft cards, is an easy way to make a deck look like StarCraft instead of a StarCraft card going in a Warcraft deck, you know?
Time waits for no one.
What's a parasitic mechanic? A parasitic mechanic is one that it's like soul shards and lackeys, and you know, like the lackeys. I don't. That's not a great example. Like Galacrons, you know, that the stuff that only works with itself. It's not a good word. Like, it's not a good name for the mechanic, but it's the one people use. The biggest issue with the mini set is the price increase. Well, you also get a card increase. More cards, more money. I'm excited for the StarCraft cards. I think it's going to be cool for me.
Time waits for no one.
Like Cthulhu? Yeah, like original Cthulhu was a parasitic mechanic.
I smell golden in their waters.
How much is it now? It's $5 more. $5 more, 500 gold more than it used to be. But you get like, I saw somebody say it was like 29 point something % more cards for 25% more money. So it's actually a better deal. My opponent played a gold panner against me in Druid, so I have no idea what's coming. I am a bit dumb. What does parasitic mechanic mean? I did just explain it, didn't I? I think StarCraft 2 should come included with a mini set because of the price increase. Thoughts? I agree. I wasn't listening? Oh, fair enough. Chat, my opponent is about to concede. I can feel it. I can feel it in my bones. Goodbye, opponent. I will miss you. Which StarCraft faction do you like the most? Zerg. They should make Warcraft set next, Kappa. They run Trog too. You've played them a lot. Uh-oh, not the Trog. Anything but the Trog, chat. A parasitic mechanic is a vermin that works with car repair. True. True. Imagine the collab of WoW and Hearthstone. Yeah, imagine. Imagine. Let's see what we've won. Fool's Azurite. Not gonna lie, I would be super hyped for an Overwatch set. Would you believe me if I told you there were already Overwatch cards in Hearthstone? They're just not named. Like Lucio's in there. There's a couple more. Kind of sad there won't be a StarCraft board. Imagine the juicy Terran music. I would love to have StarCraft music in World of Warcraft. That'd be sick. And by World of Warcraft, I mean Hearthstone. Do I just hero power do this? I think so. This is like the saddest chatter. Why does it cost mana, chat? They did say new music. Ooh. Hey Martian, what would you say is the best DK deck to play the Headless Horseman in? I love the card, but really don't know which deck to put him in. Like for Wild, I would put him in like a Renathal Rainbow deck. I'll give an update on that another time, everybody. Call of Duty is a Blizzard product now? Imagine a Call of Duty mini set. I don't think they'd put... I mean, I guess you never know, because I didn't think they would put StarCraft in either, but... Like, putting in a... Well, okay, if they go full Universes Beyond with Hearthstone, which, frankly, I would do it if I was in charge of Hearthstone. I think it just makes sense. Like, Hearthstone, I feel like its growth within the Warcraft appreciating community is gone, right? Like, it's not happening. The themes have gone too far away from like actual Warcraft stuff. But you know, you could get like appeal from people who don't care about Warcraft themes by doing the Universes Beyond thing that Magic does, and like start adding stuff from whatever IP is willing to join in. You know, if you Fortnite the Hearthstone, I think Hearthstone is a like the premier example of a product that would do well with a Universes Beyond Fortnite style crossover monetization plan. You know, they don't in a thematic sense. Themes are done. Themes are cooked. It's over. The only reason I think that they wouldn't do it is if they don't want to like pay for the IP. The Warcraft fantasy in Hearthstone hasn't really mattered too much in a while. Yeah, it's over. It's gone. I think the last time, like, let's see, Year of the Phoenix felt Warcrafty. Let's see, well, and then yeah, like Year of the, what was it, Griffin? That one was a little Warcrafty. That was about as Warcrafty as Year of the Dragon. And since then, it's been like whatever. I don't know. But like it just seems like such a good idea. Like not from what I personally want, just like from a business standpoint. Seems like such a good idea to Fortnite Hearthstone. Like, I think the only reason not to do it is if they think that it wouldn't pan out. Like if the goose is already cooked with this, like, yeah. Couldn't they just go back to having more WoW-focused expansions? They're not going to. I mean, they'll have Warcraft stuff like whenever they feel like it, but they're not like, they do not care about keeping in Warcraft themes anymore. Has Universe Beyond been a business success in MTG? Absolutely. Absolutely it has. Is this the elusive Martian tube? It is. Last year we had Titans, which felt very Warcraft to you. That's cool. Titans was a pretty Warcrafty set. Spyro and Crash Bandicoot would be cool. Real. Hearthstone has done well enough without being a super Warcraft game. They aren't incentivized to go back to it more than they want to do, basically. It peaked when they were still... Warcraft focused, so I don't think that's true. Like, maybe, like... I guess it depends what you mean by well enough. Like, you know, the game is still going despite not keeping within their Warcraft themes. Sure. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Your definition of well enough is very broad, yeah. Marshy Stram, let us go. Wow, good Strims and good games, Plushin, Martian, Sheehan. What up, Teletubben? I'd like to see more Warcraft stuff, even as a non-Warcraft fan. That's how I feel. I feel like the Warcraft themes were good for this game, right? Like, it wasn't just about appealing to Warcraft fans. Like, the Warcraft fantasy environment was good theme for a card game, and you know, abandoning that it is bad for the appeal of the game, not just from a appeasing the Warcraft player base standpoint, but also just because the game is more fun for more people if you stay within the themes of Warcraft, because those were good themes. But as long as we're going like super soakers on pirate islands, you know, as long as we're going that route, right? That's the Fortnite route. Putting like overtly goofy stuff throughout the game like that. You know, taking your shooter game and putting overtly goofy super soaker stuff in it. You know, that's the Fortnite route. So if you're gonna go the Fortnite route, go the Fortnite route. That's what I think. Is there another Blizz Activision IP you think they should do next? I wouldn't like. I mean, they could do more Diablo. They did a Battlegrounds Diablo crossover. They could do that. But I really think that they should just, you know, if they're going to do this, they should just go beyond Blizzard IP. Like, they shouldn't worry about that. Disable my hero power. My big old basilisk. There's a Duels Diablo crossover too? That's true, that's true. You personally wish they were still more Warcrafty? I do too. I do too. Everything I've said is from a, as long as they're doing this kind of route. I have no hope that they're going to like re-immerse themselves in Warcraft themes and stay there for the rest of time, you know. But if they decide to go back to it, that'd be cool. It's just, I don't think that's happening. This one, I guess. Wish I had Fiery War Axe in my hand. Albatross. You missed! Hearthstone should stay children friendly. Should it? I don't think Hearthstone is a children's game. Like, not like from a theme standpoint. I think from a mechanic standpoint, you know, this isn't a game that most kids want to be playing, right? Like when a quote unquote kid plays this game, we're talking to like a 10 or 11-year-old. They can handle the like even then, are they really choosing this in most cases? Probably not. I think like you start to appreciate this in like late middle school, early high school if even, and then you can definitely handle Diablo by then. Yeah, plus, like, if they're going to put Diablo in this game, it's going to be a very dumbed-down version of Diablo, right? It's not going to be, like, full-on juicy blood gore stuff, because that is a Warcraft theme, and that's already been desensitized, so. There's that. I guess I'm going to give my opponent some coins. Santis, thank you so much for the Prime. This deck seems not enough greedy for wild. It's not greedy enough, you're right. You're absolutely right. It needs to be greedier. I like Titans thematically, but I still think the art style was a bit silly. Yeah. The sets have been largely cartoonified. Like, March of the Lich King. That was like... that was supposed to be like, I'm sorry, like, not supposed to be. Like, what I would have wanted from that is for it to be dark and gritty like the first Knights of the Frozen Throne, right? But it felt sunny and happy and goofy, you know? It didn't really do anything for me as far as being a DK set. So, even when we get serious themes, they end up feeling a little silly, to Sparrowclaw's point. Nathria was pretty dark. I loved Nathria. Nathria was a good one. Nathria was a good one. What am I on? Common again?
What now?
See if I can't give them a bird.
For bad manners.
No. Unlucky. Fuck. Fuck. Not a Lich King palette, true.
If power is what you seek, knowledge is what I provide.
What do you think of the mini set so far? Will it shape up the wild meta a bit? I don't know that it'll shape it up, whatever that means, but I'm hoping it'll be fine. Okay, so they're drawing cards they can't play. So I'm gonna go ahead and... What just happened? What is this? Face down business. It's very strange. Is it Chameleos? Didn't you know they added 3 secret powers? You stole a Titan, so he gets that bug. Is that how it works? Nobody told me. You mean old God was goofy? Oh, there's a pretty big, like, okay, so that's what that's what I hate about this conversation. Like, I absolutely, this is one of those topics that I just don't like talking about anymore, because like, you talk about the game being goofy now, like goofier than it used to be, and people fixate on the fact that it's always had a goofy element to it, right? It's been turned up to 11. Like, there's a big difference between the amount of, like, even if you look at GVG, which was their old standard for a goofy set, right? Like, those are pretty serious. Like, the average card in GVG looks pretty serious. And then, like, some of them will have a weird smirk on their face, right? So, I don't know. It's just one of those annoying topics, I guess. Here, have an albatross. Hopefully they can't get this back. That'd be sick. I feel like the goofy tone is hard to pull off well. Yeah. Did they get it back? Lame. Well, here, I'll play the Slagma. Are we actually going to get to do the Slagma thing? That'd be so cool. We still need 2 turns, though. Imagine trying to do this play if Reno had its old effect. Theo into Theo into Theo into Theo. I feel like it's Nathria all over again. As it should be. Okay. I do have a Kobold Miner. And that's it. Oh no, I have a Reinforced Plating too. Unlucky. Next turn, come on. And we have this, so if they do manage to get a taunt, we could be okay. Could have bounced the Ceaseless Expanse with Canary? Ah, cute. That is cute. I don't know why I just thought this was... Yeah, it's returning an enemy minion to its owner's hand. Alright. You guys are trolling me. I did think it was an enemy minion. Oh my goodness, chat. Get out of town. Get out of town. How dare you? How dare you? Woo! Unsuccessfully gaslit? Yeah. Get wrecked. I was like, I could have sworn this was enemy minion. All right, let's count the minutes. How do we do? 26. Okay, we need like one more. I come back from work to see Slagma balls warrior with a great day. Why does it bother to say to owner's hand on it when the card can only be one owner of the bounce card? Blizz moment. Real. No. Maybe it'll be some kind of stupid mech elemental secret mage. Although it's 657, kind of doubt it. You never know though. I'm gonna keep Slagma. Slagma has been the nuts every time I've played him, so. You wonder which of the new hero cards will end up being the best? Yeah, the Protoss one, I think, you know, it makes 2, 3, 4 charges, which is kind of funny. And then it discounts all your Protoss minions by a lot, so I'm expecting that one to get nerfed at some point. I'm expecting everything to get nerfed. So that's my story about that. Okay, I can't play out a hostage mage, I'm sorry. Or refuse. This is not my first guerrilla war, but it will be your last. Did you see they made a new dirty rat, so Reno DK can now have 2 rats in the deck? I forget what it does. Did you check out the Kerrigan reveal? I didn't check out the reveal, but I've seen the Kerrigan. I forget what it does. Oh, fine, I'll click on it. Summon 2/2/5 Brood Queens, deal 3 damage to all enemies. Deal 3 damage, randomly split among all enemies, improved by Zerg minions you control. Is it 1 more damage for each Zerg minion you control? So if you play it on turn 9, you get to deal 5, randomly split among all enemies. That's pretty cool. Get a couple of 2/5s. I'm assuming the Brood Queens have no text. I don't know, she's pretty cool. I'm excited to play her. I'm really hoping that the Zerg deck ends up being fun. Cause like that's the type of thing I want to be able to like spam off stream. Brood Queens are hand refill. Oh, is that otherwise a card that's around? Brood Queens have a lightning bolt on the bottom, so they do something. Oh. Are they a token, or does she just give you a copy of a card that exists? Marshy siding with his alien brethren, it's true. I've always been a huge Zerg fan. I love the Zerg, they're funny. Big Kerrigan fan, too. They give a random Zerg minion at the end of turn. Oh, this is kind of cracked, then. Like, you deal 3 damage to all enemies. All enemies? It goes face too. 7 mana, 5 armor, deal 3 damage to all enemies. Summon 2 2/5s that each give you a card and make your hero power really good. Huh. They summon one? It doesn't go to your hand? It's crazy. Well, seems good, chat. Guess that's getting nerfed too. Unlucky. This is really annoying. Sure. Oh. If they play this, it ruins their Shudderwalk. So. Why do they always overtune hero cards? So that they'll get played. So that they sell. I don't know. Never played Starcoast, so not really excited. Just gonna copy some OP deck and vibe. Word. I don't play since a while. Is Kingsbane still good? Kingsbane is fine. Kingsbane's aight. Oh, I should have done that here and then done this, actually. That's what a good player would have done. Like, do you even need to play Zerg in your deck to play Kerrigan? You don't, right? You just play it. The Artanis seems like you would play him only in a Protoss deck. I'm gonna lose this one, chat. Kind of missing that excavate board clear, aren't I? Oh, cool. And I guess I'll save this for next turn. Like, next turn I can Bran this and play the Ox, right? So why lose out on a little bit of value? They played 2 bullies, right? Gross. At least we can slagma. Yeah, we're not exactly dead yet. Slagma will save us. Too true. Too true. Real and true. Ah, we're dead. Birder, 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 birder.
Know the true essence of fear. Victory or death.
Have I ever tried Legends of Runeterra? I have. I have. Is it what is the state of it right now? I heard that it doesn't do PvP anymore. It only does PvE. Leggius. Excuse me, schmadam. Content is only PvE tune nowadays. It's active, but it doesn't add new content. Does it add new PvE content? Like you can still play PvP, but it doesn't add new PvP content. Interesting. That's kind of cool that people who liked playing PvP can still play it. I bet the queue times are abysmal though. Are they really bad? Apparently it was bleeding financially. Yeah. I'm not surprised that game failed. It wasn't fun, in my opinion. Like the PvP aspect of it. I've heard good things about the PvE, but it was trying to be too much Magic: The Gathering. It was like Hearthstone, but worse. You know, I don't know. I don't think it was casual enough to compete with Hearthstone, and I don't think it was, you know, in depth enough to compete with Magic. And the only reason I think Magic has done okay in digital is because of the legacy of Magic, right? Like to get Magic players to play a digital card game, for a lot of them, it needs to be Magic. So I don't think the play on your opponent's turn thing works well in digital. I'm not a fan of it. Like, I don't think it has mass appeal, is my point. Like, I can enjoy it sometimes, but I think it was a big mistake to have play on your opponent's turn cards in Runeterra as far as appealing to the masses. I loved the PvP. I played it before Hearthstone. If it didn't die, I wouldn't play Hearthstone. Yeah, that's fair. Like, I don't think it had no fans. I don't think it appealed to nobody, but I don't think that it... like, the game was free and people weren't playing it, right? Something is wrong if your game is free and people aren't playing it. I tried it. I gave it a good, solid try. Like, I played it for a month pretty frequently. And I just, like, it didn't grab me. And I'm, like, a card game obsessed person. Like, I love playing card games. I love playing a lot of different card games. That game was free, and I didn't like it. So I don't know. I don't think it had mass appeal. But yeah, I'm not gonna pretend that it didn't have any fans, because of course it did. But all right, guess I'm doing this, which means I guess I'm doing this. If they had enough players to monetize it, they would have found a way to monetize it. Like, they're not going to shut it down. Like, if they had like a large enough volume of players, all they would have had to do was like make the new cards cost more. That's all they'd have to do, or like, you know, some other way. But there was enough players to like make it work. There can't have been. But yeah, again, it's not like nobody was playing it. Some people were playing it, but like when I say nobody, I'm being hyperbolic. It's not like it was barren. It's just not a lot, you know, like it's not enough. I thought the attacking and defending in Runeterra was super confusing. Yeah, I just didn't like the layout also. Like, it wasn't fun to watch. Not that fun to watch necessarily translates to fun to play or not, but I don't think we're going to win this one, chat. I think we're getting demon seated. There's a chance we get to Theatar them, I guess. Yep. Let's see, Ceaseless is at 61. So yeah, we're still a bit away from Ceaseless Charge. Artifact, though, you know, I didn't even try Artifact. I'm kind of sad. I wish I had. But yep. Come on, do it. Do it. Do it. No, too bad. Have I excavated twice? I have. So at least we get to clear the board once they play Tamsin. Kerrigan. It's like Bazaar will die within a year. Bazaar is pretty bizarre. Like, I thought it was pretty funny. I got the I actually invested in the Bazaar in 2017, back when I thought it was going to be a constructed card game. Because Raynad was like, this all started because Raynad was like, I could make a better card game than Blizzard. And I believed him. So when the Indiegogo came around, I invested. And then he didn't make a card game anymore. So it's pretty stupid. And then it also took way too long. Like, I think the first year that I wasn't excited to play was the year it came out, right? Like, I was looking forward to it right up until the year it came out. It was like, it had just been too many years of, it's for sure coming out next year. And then I was finally, like, not even interested anymore. But I did try it. Like, I played a fair bit of it. It's kind of addicting, but it's one of those games where my day just kind of disappears when I play it. And I'm trying to stay away from those. Like, the amount of time I spent playing League of Legends, I regret almost all of it. You know, they just... It's a good way to just delete your day. And so, like, I get similar vibes from Bazaar, where, like, I finish a run and I realize I've had my face in the screen for hours. And, like, yeah, I was having fun, but not that much fun. I was just kind of like, I don't know, speeding through my day, I guess. Anyways, but so that's all to say, I have a giant pile of the currency, right? Because the incentive to invest in 2017 is when the game comes out, we give you 3 times the currency that you would have gotten for your investment. So I have 3 times $50 worth of currency, and I don't have anything to do with it. I bought both of the heroes, and I still had the vast majority of it left over. And then, in order to... oh, come on, ceaseless off the top, ceaseless off the top, ceaseless off the top. Oh, it's not even lethal. Bummer. Ceaseless on the bottom. Please, ceaseless on the bottom. For my YouTube video. Oh, that's just over then. But yeah, after that, there's nothing to do except, like, use it to queue ranked, right? You get cosmetics by getting far enough in ranked, and the currency lets you queue ranked. So, like, I wasn't about to spend my currency on that. So it's just funny to me, like, there was nothing for me to buy. Like, a whale can't just jump in Bazaar and spend $1,000. Like,
Justice.
Victory or death!
Up against a priest. Let's go. Burr, 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 burr. Ba ba ba.
I see you brought I see you brought guests.
Wow. Well, looks like I have these two together. My favorite card game was Elder Scrolls Legends, but it died early on. Yep. My favorite card game was probably Score's Dragon Ball Z CCG. I missed that one. I also liked Panini. Like, Panini did a remake of that one. That was also good. It took the exact same mechanics and did some nice things that I thought polished it, but also without losing too much of what made the original one cool. So that was nice. But they also repeated most of their mistakes. The Score CCG, the Score Dragon Ball Z CCG, it made a couple really big mistakes in my opinion. First of all, the ultra rares were ultra rare. They were super rare. Like, you would get one in like 3 or 4 boxes. It was really stupid. And so if you have like 3 or 4 ultra rares in a set, and you only get one, once or twice in a case is 6 boxes. The players, if one of those ultra rares ends up being important, then players can't have the important card, right? Like, the ultra rares would end up being like $100, which was just way too much. Ooh. Well, this seems like exactly what I want right now. Excuse me. I'm sorry. This seems like exactly what I want right now, the slam, because it goes with this. But this is Slagma. And for 1 slag mana. Oh, I even gave up the shatter. I'll just go get the shatter next turn with this. That's such a bad idea. I don't know. That was like the greediest thing I've ever done. Anyways, the so mistake number 1 was the ultra rares were too rare. You could not play a competitive CCG without spending an arm and a leg. So most people couldn't spend an arm and a leg. So people didn't play competitive. Anyways, or at least without being at a disadvantage. Then they errated everything. So imagine if it was a paper card game trying to do Hearthstone levels of balance changes to cards. So in most card games, because you can't actually change the text on cards, what they do is they ban problematic things. Like, they just make it so you can't even run it, right? And they try to do that as little as possible, which ends up being good for players because you can generally expect your investment to be respected. Like, if you buy a card, you can generally expect to play it because banning does not go over well, so they don't do it very often. Whereas nerfs, you still get a card, so people can just, like, delete your card functionally. Anyways. So, but they didn't ban cards, they just errated them. They changed what they did. So it got to be like a book. It got to be like a book of errata changes, right? Like, there was just so many that at a certain point you had no idea what a card did based on reading the card. So that was another one of their big mistakes. And I don't think Panini did the second one. They did the ultra rare one, which is what made me stop playing. I think I played 2 sets of it, and then I got tired of not having, like, there was a card that I needed 3 copies of that was $100 each, and I had 0 copies, and I wasn't going to pay $300 for it. So I stopped playing at that point, the Panini one. The score one came first. That was the one I was talking about, and Panini tried to revive it by changing the rules a little bit in a way that I thought was positive, but then they still did the ultra rares were too expensive and too important problem. Have I ever played Fable Fortune? I have not. I've never even heard of it. Did I ever try Parallel? I have not tried Parallel. I have not. I've generally just, for brand reasons, I've tried not to, do the NFT stuff. Like, anything associated with NFTs, I kind of stay away from it. But no Velen Serenite? No Velen Serenite. This is a Slagma deck. This is a Slagma deck for Slagma enjoyers. Slagma's close. Parallel is an NFT game. Never mind. F that game. Yeah. Apparently you don't need to do the NFT stuff to actually play it. Like, it otherwise plays like a regular trading, like a regular digital card game, but it just has the option to NFT. But that's just what I've heard, right? I have no, like, firsthand experience with it, and, like, I just don't want to associate with something that's associated with NFTs. Flesh and Blood is the thing. Did you try it? There are a ton of paper card games that I would love to try, but I don't have infinite money, so I don't try them. Yeah, Flesh and Blood is one of them. but I'd be interested. Well, that all hurt my feelings. So there's that. So Slagma's coming up. I could probably just car hero power, right? Kill this thing.
Welcome to the Grand Tournament, champion.
I don't think this deck is going to run like Silence, right? They can still do 13, but they've already used a Mind Seer, both Acupuncture. They still have another Shadow Bomber. They have another Raised Dead, which could make a Shadow Bomber. They have more Glowstone. I think it's unlikely. Double Mind Blast and Acupuncture would do it. Or something. I don't know. Ow. Opponent just out here hurting my feelings over and over again. So rude. Oh my goodness, we almost died. Ah! Okay, well, I'm definitely going to hero power. This doesn't have a healing option, does it? Was it lethal? How? $22, $23? Oh! Wait, we're still good, right? Pretty sure. I forgot this went face. Thank you, chat. What would I do without you, chat? Lose? Thoughts? He did it? Yep. We got there. That was surely an amount of time, right? 9 minutes? Perfect. All right. That's good. Just in time. All right. I gotta go. I'll see you guys next time.